Upcoming. Okay. Another day we got live from the start. Okay. Let's double check that. It's still saying waiting for me to connect. Let's okay, and let's close what we do not need. Okay. Let's open our project. Close some of the notifications that we are getting because we don't need any. Okay. Okay. Let's one more of this. And let's close this. Let's open our project with the cursor and folder. Sites in this. Let's do something first, something that we didn't do in a while for this project. Let's connect it to our Git repository. I had it connected, but I disconnected it. And let's connect it back to our, actually, let's do this. Let's create a new repository for this. Let's delete this one. Settings and delete this repository. Okay. I thought I closed all my notification. It looks like I didn't. Okay, let's make sure it's closed this time. And now it requires me to get the 2auth code. Three, and let's delete that. Let's create a new repository. Create repository, and let me show you what I'm doing. And let's do this. Git init. So we initialize a Git repository. And we add everything. We do git commit m, and we do initial commit. We set the branch to be made. We connect to this repository. So this will be the origin, and we push it to the main origin. Now it pushes everything we did so far to the main branch. So if we refresh this, our code is in. It's in this repository. Great. Now let's start the development environment. npm run dev. Okay. Wait a bit. Start. Okay, so it started. And we should be able to go here. And it takes a bit to load. To compile. So it did compile. Okay. Next, let's okay. Now let's continue where we left off. So last time we add a couple of more fields on the edit view, and we'll let it load for a bit. I have no idea why sometimes it takes that long. Probably the first time after you compile a new project, it does that. So what we did, we added an excerpt, and we added a completed check mark. So basically, on the front end, we have this excerpt, and we have this badge, so we can control those from the CMS. And yeah, that's what we did last time. What I want to do now is to fix the front end. So to do that, let's add some gallery, because we have a gallery, or we had a gallery on the front end. So let's do this. Actually, let's open from our images and just select like 3 images. Okay, update project. Interesting. If we refresh, let's go to our database and refresh. Which one is this? EC1E. EC1E. So I have technologies, created, content. We have content slug, but it doesn't save the gallery, right? Do we have, didn't check. Let's check our data model. Completed live. We do have a gallery, but it doesn't save, right? Let's make sure that's the case. So we choose from existing, we select those two, we update the project, this disappears. And if we refresh, it doesn't save, at least on the UI. And if we go into our database, and refresh, we do not have a gallery here. So we have to fix that. Let's see if that's the same case with the thumbnail. So update project, that's the same thing with the thumbnail. It doesn't save, at least on the front end. Let's check on the back end. We do not have a thumbnail. Okay. Okay, so let's do following. Let's check our, so in our data model, we do have a featured image and we do have gallery. Let's go in our admin projects edit API to see what's happening. Actually, let's go to projects ID and route. We do not have it here, so we don't have the title. We don't have the okay, so let's see. Let's close this, close this, close this, close this. We don't have the featured image inside of the post data. So let's add the featured image and the gallery. And we have to pass it through here to featured image and gallery. Let's save this. And we go back here to see if we set getting featured image gallery. So we do have states for both of those. And now we should pass through the data whenever we are accessing the put method on the project's API. So let's do something first. Let's stop and restart the development server. Okay. Okay. Should be good. Okay. Let's refresh this. Choose existing. Let's do this. And if we click update, so it stays here now, and we should have it here. Great. And now let's do this. Update project. And if we refresh, it's here, and we should have it in the database too. So if we go back to our compass and refresh, we should have a nice array for the gallery, of course, and a nice array for the images, for the featured image, a nice string, because it's a string. Yay! Okay, next, let's fix the front end. So our under app, we have projects and page. We need to get, okay, so image gallery modal. Let's see when I want to go to a project. What does it do? Error runtime. Objects are not valid as React child if events. Yeah. Okay. So we go to admin projects ID and page. Let's see, how do we render the content? First, let's see if we get project page params connection unified constant wait find one project title. Let's remove the excerpt because we do not have an excerpt. Content. We don't need the excerpt, and see how do we get the here, let's see. I published. This is editor. Save delta. Okay, so let's do some search. Go React. Well, display HTML from delta. Quelled. Okay. This project, I am using React as a lazy. What you see is what you get. Editor. As a WYSIWYG editor, I save the into the database. How can I display? How can I display it? How can I display it as HTML on? How can I display it as HTML? Okay. Convert folder to HTML. HTML in React. Is there another way? Yes, couple alternatives. Pros. Delta, use Quill to render delta, read only mode. Dynamic import React Quill. React delta return React delta. We need to convert server side converter delta HTML custom converter. Okay. Let's see. So let's get the converter npm install this one React quell delta to HTML. Great. Let's restart our development server. And we do in our project. No, this one, not this one. Okay, we do here. Import quell delta to HTML converter from quell to HTML. And we have this. Let's do this. Like this. So converter new converter project dot content. Is that the excerpt content HTML, and we do this. So dangerously set inner HTML. Why is dangerously set email HTML? Why do we have this property? Oh. Okay, save. And if we go back here, we should have a running project. We should, but we do not. HTML content. We do have content in here, right? This is my project, right? We do have project. Why are you snapping at me? So ensure mongoose is connected. Wait, project 5 on by slug if project return not found, which we didn't return not found. HTML. But what if we do only this? I'm just suggesting to only do this. Can work. Not work. And it's not working. Let's see. And we have gallery. I think it is. Yes. Gallery. Gallery. Oh, snap. So it looks like nothing seems to work except for the title. Project gallery. Okay. Let's go to our component, gallery model, src. Hit this, and this. No. Oh, so it's this, 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 and this. Is that okay? Extension. How was it? So probably it was like this, and we have backtick here, $. You are suggesting me dumb stuff, and that's it. View project, and we have to do the same here. Open modal. Image. Like this. Great. So that is fixed. Basically, the way that it saves into the database is without slash. It's just images slash the whatever image. And because we don't have the slash, it will take this path, like localhost 3000 projects. This is my project. slash the image. So if we add the slash before, it will take the root URL slash the URL of the image, which, I mean, I could fix here, or I could have fix it whenever it saves, but this is fine too. So, okay, let's fix the content of the page. So here, let's see. Project page. Console log HTML content. I think it's not logging into this console. Right now, should load it here. But what if we return project content? Apps. Okay, so let's see. It looks like this. And convert doesn't convert data to HTML. Can you check and see what is wrong with my code in app project? Let's see. Promise query converter extracts an array of delta ops, not the delta object. If you save the whole delta object with pass content ops instead. Okay, let's pass the content ops. So ops. Oh yeah, yay! We have content. H2, H1. Okay, great. Okay, so we do have content. How can we define some CSS properties? Some CSS default properties for this template. Like for this template, remember this uses Tailwind CSS and easy UI. This UI. I do not want to use custom CSS. Optional. I don't think this returns quill content, right? No, it doesn't. So, okay, so it says to add quill content and apply H1, H2, H3, underline. Okay, so let's do this, for example. So we will have class name, project on project content. So we will go, oops, we will go to our app global.css and we have it here. Project content. Let's do this. So we have paragraph 4. Okay, so it applies the classes. Okay. H3, H4. Probably we need some more of this. And since we apply this, we probably need to restart our server. Let's do this and restart. Let's see. Oh, snap. Didn't apply. That's because we didn't we didn't save this. Now it did apply. So this is 5XL. Probably we should do we should do 4XL, margin bottom 4. Do you think it's fine? Paragraph. Oh, we have a PR there, so let's remove that. So we do a 4XL here, a 2XL, a large, base. Okay. So let's do this, some content, and we'll have not font bold. We will have font. What is regular? Normal? I don't know if that's the case. Yes. So we do not need bold here. Probably at H5. Okay. So let's see if we decide to, can we center this? List. Do we have a font? Let's see. On React Quill. React Quill. We have a text 30. Align. Okay, so let's go to our project admin and edit. And let's see what we're doing. We initialized pages project. This one. So we have, let's see, toolbar. Just open bullet and we add the alignment here and save. Let's see if it was added or if we have to restart the development server. Yeah, let's see. So if I want to center this to center, oh, it doesn't show here. Okay, so update project. Why can't I see? Oh, so we have constant formats, list, and align. Okay. Now it's centered, and let's center this one to date project. And if we go on the front end, nothing happens. Quill align center. Okay, so okay, so we have to do this then. Inside of our global CSS, we have to apply those classes. Let's format this a bit nicer. Okay. Now it should center. And if we align them back to the right, a new project, we have them back to the right. Great. Next, let's align those, justify those to center. So let's see. On our project page, no. Is this the one? Edit, no. This is the one. And we have image gallery. Let's not do a grid. Let's do a let's do flex gap, or probably it's too much. We'll see. Justify center. Why are you snapping? We do have flex wrap, and we have flex row. I think it's not column, it's flex row. Let's do this. So in our image component, on the image, we'll do with 3XL. Oh no, I was modifying the wrong thing. We'll have it here with 3XL. Probably it's no with edgy. With if we go to our Tailwind CSS and we go to documentation with 2SM and 3axis, or if we go to image, no, let's do with 1.4 height auto. Yes, this works. Now let's add, so we can scroll through them. So a bit of a slider. I think I had installed previously. Let's check our JSON packages. .json. Let's check if we do have installed swiper on the image model, image gallery, image gallery model component. I want to add the ability to swipe to navigate the images without leaving the model. I already have slider installed on this. Import Cyper component on top of the file. So let's go here. Swiper component, Swiper CSS, Swiper navigation. We already import navigation from Swiper modules. Okay. Use client, use state, swiper, swiper, default. Let's see. Set index, constant index. So we need to set an index for the model, open model. So we have to rearrange this to use the index. Basically, it's a number, image map, image, and I key equals with I, open modal I. So opens with the index, not the image source. And we have dialog, and inside of the dialog, it keeps the same, but it replaces the image with sweeper or swiper. I don't know what it is. So swiper creates this before the map. Actually, no. So it creates. Okay, let's do this. Let's copy this so we can see it here better. So what it's doing inside of the dialog box, it's adding the sweeper. It's initializing the sweeper, swiper, slider, and it then it goes through each image that we have and creates a swiper slide for each image with the index, so we know the identifier on which slider to open. Because if I click on the third one, I want the third one to open, and the swiper slider will trigger that to fit the first slide, basically. And let's see if it's working. Great, it is working. The only thing that I want is to have those outside have some actually I want to remove the arrows or have them outside. And this, let's add a z index for this because it was underneath the image, so now it's on top of the image. Let's add dots and move the arrows outside of the image. You can also make the modal modal overflow modal, what is this called? Modal. That's fine. So I'll set up the image. Also, can we darken a bit the actually, if I do this class name model, and we have bg black 70. Let's see. Let's see. Also, can we darken a bit the background of the model overlay to like overlay. Let's see, dialog, modal. Navigation, pagination. Probably we need to add the pagination too. Yes. Preview element, custom, previous button. Okay, so it adds the button. Okay, style. Why do you do this? No, reject. Accept, accept. Accept, accept, accept. I would rather. So, oh snap. Let's see. But do I have those? Let's see. Swiper button. Let's do. Okay, accept file. Let's do. What about Z30? No, so I think we have an overflow visible. Why is not visible? That's the question. Probably this doesn't work. Let's do this. Oop. Let's do this. Okay. I don't know what this SVG is, but let's see. Let's do this. Navigation. So let's remove this to see if at least if they are visible. So they are not visible. Because this SVG is not valid. And let's do this then. So if I left minus 10 pixels, what is the I think pagination. I think because they are inside. They're not inside of this. They are inside of the sweeper wrapper. And because of it, I think we have an overflow, a hidden overflow. Let's see. Oh. Yeah, so we have to move those. Move those outside of here. Let's see if this works or not. Yay, it works. It works, but it doesn't. It just makes funny things. Anyways, so let's remove those. Let's remove those. And let's see the default navigation buttons. Pagination modules. Okay. So let's move the custom navigation. Actually, let's go to Google Modern docs, demos. Let's see. Slide 1, slide 2. Oh. Slide 1. Let's do this. Let's add those actually. So if we go to React, okay, so we have direction. We only get the pagination, not navigation. So let's remove navigation. Modules. Let's remove from the modules the navigation and direction vertical. Direction vertical. So let's see. Module pagination. True clickable, and let's add the direction vertical. Now if we go to our this no, I don't see. Probably it's a different property. So let's exit this. Where is the property of this? Module pagination. Actually, let's go back. So let's see. If we do this actually, so on slide change, swiper set index. Okay. Vertical, clickable. Let's see what else did they. So CSS, pagination, CSS, pagination, CSS. We don't need navigation, CSS. And let's see. We refresh it. Something doesn't add up. Let's see what it doesn't add up. React. No. That's fine. Let's remove the navigation CSS then. And we should have the normal. Okay. Can we change Can we change the pagination dots to use a different set of color? Remember this is using, remember this is using uh Del and CSS. Can we use apply? You are thinking too much. Actually, let's do that. So they suggested Cyber pagination bullet, and let's go to our global. Oops. And let's remove some stuff from here, and I'll have this and apply background. Apply background white. Let's see. Why are you snapping? Does it use important here? It doesn't. So let's do this then. Let's go back to our page. Where was it? This. And we will have it in image modal. Image modal. So we add one layer above this. Hey. Sometimes I hate the wrong keys. Yay. But let's do background secondary. No. Dang. Success. So it is greener because if we have let's see, background primary, no, secondary, because I want to see if you can see it. It's hard to see. Danger. background BG. Still too thin. Does it have an opacity around it? Or the other one? Because if it has an opacity, I can crank that up. Let's see. Hopefully it doesn't snap again. Span bullet active. Let's see. Oh, opacity. Yes. So spam bullet sweeper bullet active. Okay. And oh, where is it? And not active. Not active. Apply opacity 50 because it has too much opacity. No. So let's do, instead of accent, I was success, which is better. Because also if I add something, no, so if I add something that it's white as a whiter background, this doesn't have a white background. But still, I think grid is better in this case. Let's go to a page. We have grid. It calls for I think this will not work, but let's see. And let's remove from the image the where was it? By 4. Its height 320. No. Object cover. and width full. Height 25 then. Okay. Great. Okay. What else do we need here? So this is fine. Let's remove my face from there. If we go back to the project and remove this, the project. Let's see for grid. Grid. Okay, so I have a grid width for grid A for column grid. How can I work is center? And if I have less than 4, justify center. I think I have justify center, right? So this one. Yes, I have justify center. Grid calls for justify center works for grid tracks, not for use call span. Place item center. Okay. No, it's not. What about using flex? So using flex with flex and having the elements no larger than 25%. Okay, so let's use flex. Where is it? Yes, flex, and on the images, on each image, we will have a width of, let's remove this, width of 1 by 4. Okay, great. This is great. What about responsive? I don't understand why it always snaps extra attribute from router. This is fine. The only thing that it's not fine is the image itself. Okay, so so on the image component, I will have not the image. Hey, Kratos, how are you? Uh, let's see. So on, oh, this is the model. Let's go to the page, and on the gallery, we will have how was it? SM. So whatever is no. So let's do the on the dialog box. Where is it? Here on the dialog box. Dialog. Where are you? Modal. We have SM. Box with 4XL, but we'll have with Y. Okay, and image on each image SM max with full. So this works as intended, But if we go on responsive, model for XL, and if we do on the dialog box with SM, yeah, now we have it better in a sense. Is it the image? Yeah, anyways, so there are a couple of small things that needs adjustments, but I'll stop here today. I spent a lot of time on this today, or at least not a lot, but a lot of time. Anyways, and tomorrow we will be wrapping up with this project. So I will go over some, like you see here, some of the responsiveness. Actually, let's fix that now because it bothers me. So let's do on page. I have Lex to be so we have Lex Lex column and flex row on the other ones, and we have on the image gallery image. Here's the image. Where's the image? Here's the image, and we have it whatever it's bigger than small to have it like that. I hate this. I don't know why whenever I'm doing the inspect thing, and we have a height 25, we have a height full SM 25. So we will have full height here, and let's add some padding around it. So on this, let's add before the for it's fine, we don't need the, so we have some padding around those, and let's see what is wrong with the dialog box. What's wrong with the dialog box? So on the dialog box, we have full, let's see, and max width. We do a build is fine, but I don't get why. It's a sweeper thing. Sim faithful ageful D or no. I don't think this works. No, I just made it worse. So if we go to sweeper relative wrapper, with 100% relative width full. Most likely this will not work. No. No. That's fine, but let's see what width property we have here. Width is for Excel. So if we do not do this, we leave only the full thing. It has the same result, but if we go outside of responsive, it looks weird. So do I have an image height issue? With, oh, I don't think that'll be an issue. And if we refresh, yeah, that's not the issue. max width 100%. So modal max width 100 full. So this creates an issue. Creates a big issue. I don't know what is the cause of this. So if, for example, we remove the sweeper. So if we remove the sweeper altogether and we add an img src equals with slash public slash is it so slash public slash images slash me dot web b why isn't it working? So images instead of public we have images. Reload. So this works fine, but when I have the sweeper it doesn't work fine. So most likely the issue is the sweeper. So let's do sweeper. Hey programming, say how are you? With 3x4. Again, this is not working properly. Doing okay. How are you? I am trying to fix this thing that doesn't want to work. Let's do this. How are you doing? Let's do width. Instead of full, we do 3x4. And it looks off. 3x4. Or like width 90. Can I do like a 90% or something like that? Let's see. Full, we do screen. So if we do screen, W screen for the dialog box. Oh, perfect. Yay. So we fixed this thing, which is great. Great. So we fix this. Now it will snap again. Anyways, that will be all for today. Since I fixed the responsive, I think I am going to wrap up this project for today and probably forever. I think I accomplished what I wanted with it and created a personal website with the small CMS where I can manage the projects. I have an interface where I can manage the projects. And what I need to do now is to add real projects. So add real projects to it and publish it, or publish it and add real projects, since I will have a production database. So those will be stored in the production database. Probably what I want to do next, or probably that's what I will be doing tomorrow, is to package this in a way, that can be used by other people. So I have to think, how can I do that? Probably should have an example environment where people can copy and paste their environment variables, and like ignore the public images directory so people can add their own images. I don't know, probably will be a bit more complicated with the components, since we already have components here. Yeah, I don't know. I will see about that, and I will see what I will be doing tomorrow, either this one or something else. Probably we'll do a planning session actually for the next project, which will be an audio player or something like that. I am a developer. I don't think I'm a React developer because I'm newer to this environment. This project was built with NextJS, which is kind of React. And anyways, so this was built on NextJS. It's something that I want to learn. I did use React in the past for a couple of projects, and I have a lot of experience in web development, and I spent most of my career around PHP, JavaScript, and stuff like that. And I want to learn how to use this type of technology better and build stuff with it. Hey, Ahmed, sorry. How are you? Okay. So I will wrap up here today. Thank you for watching. I hope it was useful. What is Mern Stack? I'm not that familiar. I use LAMP stack. So for most of my career, and I want to use the Node, TypeScript, whatever stack is this. And Next seems to be a pretty good start, since I can both control the front end and the back end, and also the router. It's easier to use, I think. So let's see what is MERN stack. What is MERN stack? There are a lot of technologies. MongoDB. Mango, Express, Angular, and Node. So in your case, it's MERN, it's React and Node. Express. What is Express used for? What is Express used for in MERN? Let's see. Express.js uses an application framework builder to backend. Okay. I don't know. Programming is fun, regardless of the stack that you are using. I think it's important to get your hands in coding and understanding the principle behind it before, and after that, starting developing something in a stack. I think if you understand the principles of good development before you start developing in anything, you'll do great. Even though for this project was kind of like half vibe coding, half doing stuff myself, I think it's important to understand the principles behind good programming, because what I've saw from working with a lot of people, it's really hard to work with somebody or after somebody that doesn't understand basic principles like separations of concern, architecture, organization, stuff like that. Because if you don't understand that first, you are giving a hard time for people that works with you and after you. And second, whenever you work after somebody that doesn't understand some concepts well, it's pretty hard. But yeah, anyways, so good luck with learning the MERN stack, and hopefully you do great. And see you tomorrow. So WordPress, which is my expertise per se, it's a LAMP stack, and it all depends on what you want to do with WordPress. There are a lot of people that think of themselves as WordPress developers, but they basically are a technician in a sense. So they are building websites and application with pre-built themes and plugins, or having a lot of plugins do the work for them, which is not a bad thing. It's a tool, right? But what I did, I developed like complex applications using this CMS, and also plugins for other people to use, which is actually development. And to do that, you kind of have to know how to code. Like, you have to know PHP pretty well to build something complex. But yeah, regardless of what you choose to do, just pick one, stick with it for a couple of years or more than several years. And after that, you probably can jump around or try different things, see whatever fits you and your style, and continue with that. So that being said, we'll see you in the next one.